Hey everyone, this is Vegan Mark here. Just want to provide an update on everything that's been going on. I realize that the lighting in my videos is not very good and I'm not going to change that very much. It's something I have to put up with. My lighting is terrible. Sorry about that. Haven't gone out much today. I went out to the local burrito bar restaurant just down the road and had a burrito. This was my one meal of the day, also known as OMAD, OMAD, which is a method of dieting that I employ um, when I don't, when I'm not active during the day, when I'm just lying about in bed, or which is pretty much what I've been doing all day today. Been a very inactive day for me. So when I don't exercise, I don't eat. It's really that simple. Um, just had a burrito and chips and a soft drink. It's a meal deal called, can't remember what it's called. Mexican food. It's not that appetizing, but it just keeps you going. I've been to the podiatrist recently and just worked out what's been wrong with my feet. I have uneven legs and I feel that my left leg is longer than my right. And my podiatrist said that my right leg is moving, my right foot's moving up and not, and, and I can't explain. It's too hard to explain. Basically, my right foot is not as flat on the floor as my left foot. So whenever I buy shoes, it feels like my shoes are uneven. So she put inserts, arch supports into my shoes and charged me $11 for those. And they seem to be improving the comfort of my footwear. So it's been good. There's a vacant shop in the Post Office Square food court building, which is being used to house books for people to read. It's like a little library, a very casual library where people can just go in, take a book, read it, and and ideally put another book back so that other people can make use of the space in the same way. It's an honor system, of course. I haven't put anything back, but I probably will because I've got some calendars, spare calendars, which I haven't sold from the big issue. So I might put some of those in the library space and allow people to take those for free. But from that space, I got this book, which is called Getting to Yes, Negotiating an Agreement Without Giving In. So it talks a lot about how you can negotiate your position in every disagreement or negotiation situation, and it's quite interesting. It's quite a good book. It's a little bit simplistic, and it doesn't always help because there are situations where you can't negotiate anything, especially, for example, in my life where I'm dealing with, the police and mental health authority, and I don't have much say. These sort of situations aren't really conducive to you negotiating with the other person what you really want from the situation. But I'm hoping there's even a chapter in here on how to negotiate when the other party is more powerful. What if they are more powerful? That's the book. That's the chapter that I'm pretty much reading at the moment. So it will give me some advice on that, how to get your BATNA, your best alternative to negotiated agreement, which is your BATNA. Yeah, so it's been interesting. The last week has not been very interesting for me, but there's been a lot of news in the vegan movement because the vegan movement at the moment is starting to fray in certain ways. Anonymous for the Voiceless and other parties in the vegan movement have been complaining about how other vegans have been distorting and depleting the cause. Even though I've been observing for a long time that the vegan movement has been very, very productive and very, very potent in its advance and development of the movement as a whole for the cause of animal rights. So I was a little bit surprised when this lady came up and said, you know, there's so many apologists in the vegan movement and how they're distorting and retarding the progress of the movement. But I think she's just a complainer. I really think the movement's going very well, and I think that she doesn't have an eagle-eye view of what's going on, and I think that in general the vegan movement is advancing very rapidly, and I think now there's a statistic that says that about even as much as 6% of the US population have regard themselves as vegans compared to 1% a few years ago. So that's a huge advance, and it's a huge amount of progress in the last few years that the vegan movement has done. And I think that will continue to grow. I think it's a movement that will continue to grow steadily, especially as environmental and health concerns become more prevalent. And things like the coronavirus have made veganism much more popular and much more desperate and urgent for most people around the world. I picked up this toy. It's Rubik's. I don't know what they call it. Just trying to work out. I won't mention what restaurant it's from. It's just one of those freebies from a particular restaurant called Rubik's Pivot. And basically, I know people don't think it's a bit. You may think it's a bit scabby of me to pick up something from that someone just left behind, but I just found it on the table and I thought I'd make use of it myself. You know, if I saw a wallet lying on the ground, I'd probably pick it up, and if no one was looking, and I would see what was inside it. It's just something that I would do. I know not everyone would do that. Some people are too scared to do that, but I would certainly pick up a stray wallet. This is how it looks like, the Rubik's Pivot. So basically, it's, that's the completed stage of it. Looks like that. But when you take it apart, it goes like that, and then you can twist it around and do fun things like that. It's just something to keep a child amused for a couple of hours. It's really a stupid toy, and it's a waste of plastic, really. I mean, obviously most people who get the toy throw it out pretty quickly, and it's a waste on the environment. And yeah, so these restaurants, they probably don't pay very much for them, and it's just a stupid toy, really. I sent my mum a happy birthday message today because it's her birthday. So I will just show you that now, just on my WhatsApp. There it is there, if you can see it. Not sure if you can. It's pretty hard to see on the screen there. Not sure if you can see it. But I will play the message for you now.
Hey Mum, happy birthday to you. Just a bit of news from me. I have not really gone out today. I've gone out just to have one meal at the local burrito bar restaurant. I'm feeling a little bit heartsick at the moment because somebody that I messaged on my Facebook hasn't been responding, so I'm feeling a little bit heartsick about that, which is unusual for me, but she's very important. Been watching a few YouTube videos today, not doing very much, sleeping quite a lot, not being very active or busy today, and probably underperforming today, so it hasn't been a great day for me, but I hope your day has been much better than mine. Okay, bye for now.
Yeah, I've also been in correspondence with Jordan Stephen, who's a vegan activist, quite a prominent one. He's got about 7,000 subscribers on YouTube. So, by comparison, I've got 25. So Jordan Stephen is a very prominent activist. He's been feeling a lot of bad vibes lately, and his activism hasn't been quite up to scratch. He reports. I think he's been producing a lot of good videos lately, and I encourage you to check him out if you've got a chance. I offered to do some stuff for him, like write a newsletter for him and stuff, and he hasn't really got back to me about that, but I really like his work, and I think he's a great activist. So that's my news for this week. I'll see you next time.